What's up everyone, it's TheSlickCuber. Today I got a little mini review of the Pandora Cube and the MF8. So I got these two cubes in the mail about a week or two ago, and I don't get non-WCA puzzles a lot. I tend to focus on the ones that I can actually compete in most of the time. I only really get non-WCA puzzles when they seem like fun. The Pandora Cube I basically got just because I think it looks really cool, especially when it's all mixed up. It has some really cool patterns on it. The MF8 I got just because it was just too good of a price to pass up for such a big cube. Let's go over the Pandora Cube first. When you first see it, it probably looks like it's a really complicated puzzle to solve, but upon closer inspection, you'll realize that it's just a 3x3. I wouldn't even call this a shape mod 3x3 because there's really nothing different about it. It's just a 3x3 where the pieces are shaped differently. Right now I have the simple checkerboard pattern on it. We can bring it back to normal. There we go, and whoop. Here we go, and here's what it looks like when it's solved. As you can see, it's just a 3x3. We have a corner piece right here with 3 stickers, an edge piece right here with 2 stickers, and then a center piece in the middle of it all. You can make some really cool patterns on this thing because it kind of looks like a stained glass window when it's scrambled. So you can see when it's scrambled up, it kind of has that triangular, kind of sharp, jagged edges that you see in stained glass windows, and it gives it a really cool look. Despite looking a little intimidating, like I said earlier, it's solved just like a 3x3. I'm not sure if I would call this thing speed solvable because it's just kind of awkward to hold. You can't hold the cube like this because your thumb is blocking the corner this way, and if it's coming back this way, it kind of runs into your thumb right here. And the corner here is really sharp, so it doesn't really feel good scraping against your thumb like that. So to do U-turns, you have to switch. So to do U-turns, you have to move your thumbs like down here before doing this, and then to do other turns like D-turns, you would probably have to move them back up here to do the D for the same reason, because they jut way up here in the center. I will say that the corner cutting is actually pretty impressive. You can get almost to 45 degrees and it'll still cut it. Obviously, once you get to 45 degrees, it's not going to work because the triangle is completely overlapping the square, and there's just no way that's going to turn. But even just close to it, it actually corner cuts pretty well. So if it wasn't for the jutting out corners, this thing might actually be speed solvable. Also, I haven't done anything to this cube out of the box, and right out of the box, the tensions are great, and the layers actually turn really smoothly. All right, I got a fresh scramble here. Let's just do a quick solve. I'll just do white cross. We have 2 cross edges already kind of solved. Just got to be aligned with a D2. So I'm just going to put this orange one right here, bring it down, red one right here, bring it down, and then align the cross. You can see with this cube, the cross is a nice little diamond right here. And then F2L is the same. We're just going to be making pairs. I see blue and orange is already right here, so we're going to hide that corner, bring the edge over, bring it over like that. Red and green, both right here. So I'm going to do this, split them up, and then put it in the back. And then we have green and orange. Oh, it's right next to it, duh. All right, so let's do this, and then put it in the back again. And then we have this last one right here. I know an algorithm for this case, the normal 3x3, when the colors are the same up here and white's facing me, but I don't really trust myself to be able to execute it properly, especially since all my algs are muscle memory at this point, and I doubt my muscle memory is going to be able to take over with this cube. So let's just do it old-fashioned way and split it up and then repair it up. Now the hardest part about solving this cube is figuring out the OLL case you have, because it looks so different on top. What I do is I just picture what it would look like if it was a normal 3x3. So for this one, it would be going like this. So we'd have the kind of W shape, then we have the bar right here, which means it's this algorithm, if I can do it right. There we go. And now we have OLL, and then finally we have what looks like a V-perm. Oh boy, let's see if we can do this without screwing it up on this cube. Nice. All right, there we go. So that's the Pandora Cube. It's a fun little puzzle. Honestly, I'll probably just end up making cool patterns with it and it'll look nice on my shelf, but I'll probably solve with it every once in a while. It's kind of fun. All right, so on to the MF8 here. Man, just a couple months ago, I told myself I would never buy anything bigger than a 7x7 because I really just didn't see the point. Also because anything bigger than a 7x7, the prices were getting like a little ridiculous. Like all the 8x8s and 9x9s and 10x10s, you're paying like $50 to $100 for, and I just didn't really see the point. Then this thing came out and it was only $30, so what the hey, I had to get it. Out of the box, this thing was, I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible. The layers just would not move. Like, I would do like a standard flick and it would move like this far. Like, seriously, I would like try to flick it and it would not move at all. Obviously, I've done a lot of setting up and lubing and stuff on this now, so it's okay now, but I'm not exaggerating when I say out of the box, this was like the worst performing cube I've ever tried. And now a little bit of that is to be expected. I mean, not only is this an 8x8, so there's a ton of moving pieces on the inside, it's also a budget 8x8. So it's not like it's amazingly put together. I mean, it's $30. So, you get what you paid for. That being said, I'm actually really impressed with it after I've set it up and lubed it. I loosened the tensions a lot. I basically did 1.5 full screw turns on all the sides, and that made it so that I could finally do a layer turn with like one flick. And I also put a ton of Traxxas 10K in here to really smooth out the layers. Because even after I loosened the tensions a lot, the layers were still having problems sliding by each other because, like I said, there's just so many moving pieces in here, everything's scraping together. It needs a little bit of lubricant in there to really perform well. Now, after tensioning and lubing this thing, it actually works very, very well for a $30 8x8. The layers all move really nicely, and anytime I have a problem with the layers moving is not usually because of the tensions or the lubrication. It's more just because the pieces are so small. A lot of times it'll get like stuck on my thumb. Like a lot of the times I'll go to move like one layer and my thumb is just barely gripping the next one, but it's enough to really move it. And I didn't even loosen the tensions that much. Like you can see if I move this layer, the next layer actually comes with it because it's not magnetized, and I hate cubes that like morph in my hands. So I wanted to make sure it still stayed in a cube shape while I'm solving with it. The sticker shades are all really nice. There's no complaints there. I have no problems with the recognition at all. The plastic quality is also really good. It's very grippable. It doesn't slip out of your fingers. It feels really good in your hands. It's a great cube for being a $30 8x8. Like, after setting it up, I have no complaints. My only complaint about this cube was just how bad it was out of the box, but that's to be expected with any budget big cube over 7x7. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. I'd love to show you guys an example solve with this cube, but I don't think you guys wanna sit here for 10 minutes, so I'll spare you. Overall, these are both great cubes. If you're interested in getting them, I would say they're definitely worth it. The MF8 is an amazing 8x8 once you set it up. It is kind of bad out of the box, but after loosening the tensions a lot and adding some lubrication to it, it performs really well. The Pandora Cube is a cool little puzzle, and you can make some really cool patterns with it. And unlike the MF8, it actually performs really well out of the box. So you don't have to do any tensioning or lubing at all with this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.